Welcome back to the Throttle channel. We have arrived at Tokyo Auto Salon. We're gonna rip through here. We already see quite a lot of really cool cars down here. There's a Fast and Furious Eclipse. There's a ton of 400Zs. So we're excited to get down on the show floor, dig in, and really see what's on world debut and what cool projects the Japanese tuners have been putting together for us to check out. So let's head on down to the show floor and we're gonna take you guys along for the journey. Well, we happen to stumble right into one of my most favorite parts of Auto Salon every time I'm here is the Ari Amamiya booth. Off the rip, we've got 4 FD RX-7s here, absolutely beautiful. This car here is actually reminiscent of the Bad Apple, the same color, Mazda Soul Red. So beautiful, especially under this fluorescent lighting in here. You can see they take them to the track and actually drive these cars. It's so cool. These are no show queens. Super purposeful builds, exciting stuff. We're already seeing quite a few of the new WRXs popping up. This one here is like fully kitted, wheels, tires. They painted the arches. It's really nice looking. Obviously I like white cars, so this is really cool for me. Also all the carbon they've left exposed, which is really neat. If you guys want to see us take a swing at one of these on the channel, let us know in the comment section. I think we may have inspired someone in Japan. They didn't even have these cars in Japan. These were never available here, as far as I know. It's left-hand drive only Mitsubishi, but look at it, they bagged it. It's pretty crazy. It's an automatic, so that's a bit of a bummer. Hood's not pop, but it is a cool Fuel Fest ad, which is neat. We're gonna actually be at Fuel Fest Japan 2023. So if you're in Japan or you're coming here for Fuel Fest, we'll see you there. I'm hoping this is there as well. Maybe we're gonna bring a surprise even. I love these little trucks. I mean, this is pretty cool too, but man, look at this. Daihatsu bug truck. The sticker says never f***ing suck. The only thing I don't really care for on the kit is this. I think this is, I mean, it's unique and cool. Like to make something different that's not on the market, but it just feels like too much to me. The wide body fenders are really cool and they're hidden hardware. I know a lot of you guys give us crap about doing the exposed bolts on our kit, so this is actually another idea where you actually have a flange and it bolts in from the inside of the car. So a little cleaner look. Suzuki with a G-Wagon kit. Fooled you, didn't it? I've been wanting a K-Truck for ages, and every time I come to Auto Salon, I geek out on these because we don't really have these in the States. They're starting to trickle in a little bit because they're relatively affordable. So normally these are meant to be like a work truck that nobody fixes up, but people tune these as well here in Japan, which you don't really see in the States. I think the Hoonigans have built one with the Wirthouse guys years ago with a Pandem kit. It's also a very small vehicle and they don't go very fast. So on our freeways in California, you'd probably damn near get run over in one of these, but I could definitely see myself driving one back and forth to the shop every day, throwing parts in the back, throwing tools in the back, whatever. If you guys think we should build one of these and source one through Top Rank, leave some comments down below. Oh man, this is exciting. This is the J2TC Nissan Z. Look at the arrow on it. 2022 Super GT GT500 class car. Wow. That's easily the smallest turbo I've ever seen in my life. I mean, the wastegate is bigger than the turbo itself. Look in here. Dude, another one. So same aero package as the Calsonic car over in the Bridgestone booth. This one under like this lighting actually shows off the aero a lot more, I think, than the Calsonic car. And look at the mirrors alone. It's insane. Everything is done just so the air passes over the chassis properly and creates a downforce. It's insane. There's a lot of legends in the Japanese tuning scene. Smokey Nagata is one of them, and he is the founder and owner of Top Secret Japan. He's standing right there. What I love about Auto Salon is you come here and you can see all of these basically heroes of this Japanese tuning scene just kind of milling about in the booths and stuff. It's really cool, and and humbling. Nissan just unveiled the final version of the R35 GTR. I wasn't here for the unveiling or the press release, so I don't know what they've changed, but this is, as far as I know and understand, the last version of the 35. So this car is very long in the tooth for a sports car in the auto space. I can't believe it's lasted this long, but they just keep reinventing the car. So I see a lot more carbon on it now, which is really cool. I like that. I see it looks like Millennium Jade as well as an available color option, which I think was previously as well, but it's neat to see it up here on the stage. Really interesting product here. This is a HKS produced sequential gearbox for the GR86. This is just a prototype. You can see a lot of this stuff is actually 3D printed. Actually, the whole thing is 3D printed. Pretty cool though. Very nice display, and interesting that they're actually providing a sequential gearbox now for the 86. Very cool. Even though they stroked it from 2.6 to 3 liters, or just shy of 3 liters, they're using a very small dome piston, and it allows it to not have a taller height. Very smart, very good. It's beautiful. This is something you don't even want to put it inside the engine because you want to look at it. It's so pretty. Wow, so this is really cool, and I think they had this engine on display last year at Auto Salon. I wasn't here, however, and it was on a stand. Now we're seeing it in a chassis here. It's really cool. My opinion of this is if the RB26 was made today, this is how it would come from the factory. So they've went through and fixed a lot of the shortcomings of the RB26, which has now become pretty long in the tooth. It's a 30-year-old engine at this point. This one has their V-cam set up. They also have a different trigger set up as well. I think they've learned a lot from the other tuners around the world as far as people building these in their home sheds and stuff, and actually taken it and really polished it. You see a really nice clean intake system with really smooth flowing piping. Nismo's been making carbon piping like that for years. However, this is a much more polished look, and they do offer it in dry carbon as well. We'll show you that, guys, in a second, but this is really nice, and I love the intake plenum here. They got dual injections, so they got 2 injectors for every port, and there's so much going on. Drive-by-wire, throttle body, Adele Wiggins clamps on everything. This is very impressive. One of my favorite cars I've seen so far, the Up Garage NSX. Looks like I think it's a JG or GT500 car, 300. Super sick. A couple years ago, I got to meet Amamiya-san at Fontana Speedway for 7 stock. And I bought a model and he signed it. So I'm gonna do that again here. It's really cool. This guy's a rotary legend, so. All right, this booth is always intriguing me every year I come to Auto Salon. This is NATS, N-A-T-S, and effectively what it is, it's a school for up-and-coming car builders and people that want to play with cars to learn the trade of working on cars and body work and stuff like that. So we've got another pseudo convertible RX-7 here. This is actually a Miata that they've turned into. It looks like they've used the face of I can't really tell, it's hard because they've fully done the body on this car, but it is a Miata. Miata? Yes. ND. Yeah. ND. And face?
Face はなんて言うんだろうな FRP.
FRP. RX-7? 3. Okay. So it's a RX-3 face. Build? Yeah. Oh, so these are the builders of the car. Awesome. So they used an RX-3 style face. This is an ND Miata. Very cool. Again, using the Miata for the convertible and ability to have a convertible sports car with an older look. Definitely sick. I want to do this someday. All right, well, you guys are probably familiar with the carbon fiber. That's Sakamoto-san, and this is his booth here at Auto Salon. They have their wide body R33 on display, which I haven't seen in person yet. I've only seen photos of the 33s that they do wide bodies on. This one is really cool. I love the gray color. I love all the carbon with the gray color. It's super rad. I think these actually have more of a presence, the R33 body style. I can't wait to see them do a 34 because this is amazing, and I know the 34 would be even better. And of course we have the carbon car behind us. This is a car you guys saw at SEMA this year with the midnight purple overlay over the carbon. Amazing stuff. So good job, Sakamoto. The booth looks awesome. I really want to build a van like this someday. This is so cool. Look at the lip spoiler on it. Slam over fenders. Insane. This booth caught my eye because of all the white cars. You guys know I love my white cars. Look how good that looks. And it's undeniable how popular the Z here is here in Japan. Pretty much every booth has a Z, which is crazy. I guess we kind of saw a little bit of that at SEMA, but it's even more pronounced here in Japan. All right, well, as you can tell, we're in the R34 GTR and we are leaving Auto Salon a little earlier than I would have liked, but we have an appointment at the Porsche Experience Center in Tokyo. And we were invited by my friend Tyrone to come join him, plus a few others from our group, to do some hot lapping in some Porsche cars. So don't really know what to expect, but when we get there, we get all checked in. We'll bring you guys along and show you what we're gonna do. Combini time. We haven't eaten at all today, so we're gonna jump in 7-Eleven, grab some grub real quick. This is gonna be fun. I'm not a big Porsche guy per se, but it'll be interesting to experience some of their cars here. All right, well, that's a wrap here at Porsche Experience Center in Tokyo. Huge shout out to Tyrone for inviting us out and having us out on the track here, which is super amazing. And it's not just a big track. There's a bunch of little tracks out there too. So we got to do a bunch of stuff on wet skid pad. We got to do some tight corners on sort of like a go-kart track, size track, where they had powder down. We could slide the cars around on the track. And they also had a wet skid pad with a plate, so that as soon as you hit the plate, it kicks the back end of the car out, and you have to try to grab the car and straighten it out. It simulates sort of an icy condition or a collision, which is really cool. These Porsches are really, really advanced. I was shocked at how well they brake and turn in and stuff. So what an epic adventure. Thank you again, Tyrone. I appreciate this opportunity. And now let's head off to Odaiba after some food here. We're gonna go check out some cars and see the local scene here in Japan. Well, we've arrived at the Odaiba private car meet. It's pretty cool. It's in the basement of a parking garage here in Odaiba, and it looks like a scene out of Fast and Furious. It's pretty cool. We're gonna go check out some cars. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty insane.
Yeah, 100%. That was nuts.
It was like real life, real movie. Real movie.
Yeah, it was like a real movie in there. But man, I'll say the carbon monoxide is terrible in that place.
Yeah.
So let me put the window down and we can suck in some more.